Kept alive as Ibrahim risked a shot wide. Azakoya along the far boards. Canceled out by 2 Spartans. Morrow in to help. Puck is loose and comes back out to center. Tom Anderson is behind the bench tonight for Ridge Point. He coached in the first 5 games of the season as Eric Gould was unavailable. He's also the head coach of the AA Wild here locally. Ray Chang, Elon Schmoish, a stalemate at center. Now Ibrahim, taken away. Gabori will skate in on the angle. On his backhand, scores! Owen Gabori, the freshman, scores his first goal of the season, and this game is tied at 1.
First goal of his career, and that was really smooth. He picked his pocket and made a nice move on the younger goaltender. That was pretty easy for a freshman. Nice first goal for Gabori.
At 3:14 of period number 2, Gabori scores for Seven Lakes, and this game is tied on an even strength goal. And now they battle in front of the net, and the Spartans clear. Nolan Boltina. Condra sends it in deep. Boltina will play it there. Up the boards for Elon Schmoish. Nice chip pass. And Drew Blake taken into the boards by Sinclair. They battle in the corner, and the puck is frozen. And a whistle blown by referee John Dibburn.
I don't see a penalty.
3:54 gone by here in the second.
Mr. Culling. Oh, looks like, I thought Blake might have been called, but just an official timeout.
Elsewhere tonight, the Woodlands is at Cy Woods. That game will start in about 15 minutes at the Willowbrook Aerodrome. The other game tonight that was scheduled, College Station and Strake Jesuit, which would come after this game here at the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center, is canceled, and a forfeit loss for College Station. They didn't have a coach nor the requisite amount of players to compete tonight against Strake Jesuit. So in the record books, it'll go down as a victory for the Crusaders, giving them 13 wins on the season. Roger Gopel wasn't able to connect with Eric Gibson. Puck flipped back out to center ice, and Boltina stick handling past Amex, forced to the far boards. Working to get the puck back from Vincent Key. Shot one that is stopped at the top of the crease. Gibson backhands it down low for Haas. Haas with a centering pass from below the goal line. Got cleared out of danger by Chang. As the Spartans get it out. Here's Condra. Skates across the blue line, but the play is offside. 4:59 gone by.
They were in stride, and Condra kind of peeled inward, and Stewart got stuck on the far side. They had a 3-on-2, really good opportunity. Unfortunate for Seven Lakes.
4:59 gone by here in the second period. 1-1 is the score. This first game of the season between these two took place on October 17th. A game the Spartans quickly erased from their memory as they lost 10-1 that night. Panthers control. Ibrahim. Drew Blake and across the line. Pushed by Key into the boards, maintains possession. They'll continue to battle on the near boards. And Gabori, boy, is he a big guy.
Yep, for a freshman.
Owen Gabori. Taken into the corner by Morrow. Drew Blake defensively on the back check. Sends it ahead to center zone. Here's Ray Chang. Comes in across the line. Looking to give the Spartans a lead, and he shoots it high and wide. Tapia at the half boards. Turned over, fed back out to center ice, but the Spartans control. off the neutral zone boards, and in deep Ibrahim and Chang, and the play is whistled down for an icing with 8:51 to play in the second period.
Chang just couldn't catch it. If he does, that waves off the icing. Chang, again, a great skater. We've seen him over the last few years. And with Seven Lakes down in players, a lot to ask of him tonight.
Offensive zone draw for the Panthers. This season, through the holiday break, the top scorer in the ISHL, Cy Woods' Ryan Kaufman with 31 goals and 38 points. Top goaltender Misha Saratatsev of Strake Jesuit with a .83 goals against average. Saratatsev was the goaltender for Memorial West last season, the Justice Cup champions. Remember, no champion was crowned 2 years ago due to COVID. Memorial West won it in 2019 and then last year. Stewart canceled out by Gross, but he gets a centering pass that is deflected towards Weaver. Weaver steers it into the corner. Almost 7 minutes gone by here in the second period, and we're tied at 1 here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Along the near boards, Gibson taken away by Amex. Amex skates in and shoots and scores his first goal of the season, and the Spartans take a 2-1 lead.
Amex, the goaltender. Ice time. And it's paying off for Seven Lakes. I don't know how that got through. I thought that was going to get stuffed by Weaver. And a nice golden goal for Amex.
Well, Amex over the last 2 years, you heard us talk about it. He had been begging to skate out, but
all the goalies beg.
But in talking with Paul Connolly through email this week, the former head coach, who's now an assistant head coach but not in attendance tonight, said he just didn't feel comfortable putting anybody else between the pipes with really no experience. Amex was the only seasoned goaltender on the team. Drew Blake shoots from a tough angle, and that just softly drops into the catching glove.
He's not a fast skater, but the skills are there. The goaltenders usually have really good hands and everything, so nice first goal for Amex. I hope he gets some more this season.
Face off to the left of Dorsey with 7:44 to play. And shot right off the face-off. That's saved by Dorsey. Ibrahim keeps the zone, and then it's forced back out to center ice. On delayed offside, it's Amex, the goal scorer, who has given Seven Lakes a 2-1 lead here in the second. Morrow. Now it's Condra. Condra skates in. This play is onside. Condra with a wrist shot saved by Weaver. Stewart battling. And the Panthers able to work it back out to center, but that looked like that was offside. But a long wrist shot is off target. Puck deflects all the way around and back out to the neutral zone for Chang. The backhand it. It's center for Amex. Stick lifted from behind by Morrow. Stewart with open ice hit by Haas, and that will draw a penalty.
That was a blind hit, too. Brutal.
Haas goes to the box for roughing.
That'll clean your clock a little bit. And the first opportunity on the power play for Seven Lakes, that's something that they've been trying to improve on. They're only 15%. So good shot here.
Hayden Haas, first penalty of the season for the sophomores. He will go sit 2 minutes for roughing. This is a Mr. Electric power play for Seven Lakes, who are 10th in the league in power play percentage at 15%. Coming in on the shorthand is Drew Blake, and he shoots, and a glove save. Rebound given up by Dorsey, but he drops and covers.
Shorthand right off the bat. Never a good thing when you're on the power play. Blake almost slamming that home. That's the best save of the night for Dorsey.
Kean Stafford has the Panthers' only shorthanded goal of the season. This penalty kill is 12th in the league. They've been giving up some goals on the penalty kill this season, killing just 67%. Boltina shoots, it blocked Schmoish with a shot and a stick save by Dorsey. Battle in the corner with the Spartans on the power play. 30 seconds killed by the Panthers. Panthers got their only goal of the game so far on the power play, and it was quickly scored on the power play. Now Morrow. Morrow on the shorthand. Good defense by Chang. Morrow keeping it in the Spartan zone and killing more power play time. Now the Spartans get possession with Amex. And the numbers game catches up to him defensively and comes back out to center ice as a minute now killed by the Panthers.
Doesn't feel like a power play, Mike.
Sure doesn't. 10th best power play in the league as Condra skates in across the blue line. Around the boards, Boltena back to play it for the Panthers. Ahead up the near boards as Schmoish got it to the blue line. Gabori, goal scorer for Seven Lakes here in this second period. 5.5 to play with 30 seconds to go on the Panther kill. Boltena couldn't get it past two Spartans. Stays in control, down towards the crease. Puck in the slot, and now it is Key off the backhand, back out to center. 15 seconds to go on the Spartan power play, which has not looked or resembled any kind of power play so far in this second period. The first power play of the game for the Spartans. Panthers kill it as Haas skates out of the penalty box. 4:45 remaining in the second period. 2-1 Spartans. From behind the net, puck is lifted all the way down as a skate race. Getting to the puck first, Eric Gibson, and the freshman wiped out in the corner, waits for help, gets help, side of the net. Now a wraparound bid, forced to go wide. Comes back as Morrow. Up top for a blast by Boltena, saved by Dorsey.
Nice puck movement by Ridge Point. 3 players touching it and a slapper, and Dorsey with a solid save. And that power play for Seven Lakes, a tough one. No shots, and didn't have possession much of that time. Tried to improve on the next one.
Drew Blake got the scoring started at 13:04 period number 1, gave the Panthers a 1-0 lead. 2 goals in the second by Seven Lakes. 3:14 Gabori, even strength marker, and at 7:03 Ryan Amex has given the Spartans a 2-1 lead as Morrow up the far boards. Gibson up top for Haas. In down low, Key, watched by Haas, works it around the boards, and he'll come out to center. 11 minutes gone here in period number 2. Here's Ibrahim at left defense, flips it ahead to the blue line for Raja Gopal. Hayden Haas canceled out, puck hops in the air off the stick of Key. Key backhands it back out to center for Morrow to play it for the Panthers. He must not have brought his jersey tonight.
No.
Gibson in across the line, has Haas breaking to the net, and a shot from the half boards stopped by Dorsey.
I'm impressed with the goaltending tonight. I mean, these are young goaltenders seeing a lot of shots and really good saves. Often some of these young goaltenders are going to have a bad night, give up 4, 5, 6 goals, and so far so good.
Face off to the left of Dorsey. Laid up the boards, kept alive by Boltena with a shot that goes off the glove of Dorsey. In the corner, Drew Blake. Turned over, and now it's Condra breaking out with a 3-on-1 now. He's got Amex to his right, attempts to pass it his way. Good defense by the Panthers, and now Valerie Kupich up ahead to center for Ozarkoya. Here's Drew Blake. Blake skates in, drops it back. Ozarkoya looking for a centering pass to Valerie Kupich, who's at the top of the crease. But the Spartans are able to get control and come burrowing in on the forecheck with Ray Chang, looking to make it 3-1. Chang shoots and scores! 3-1 Spartans.
The dangle, Mike, the dangle. You can always whip it across, go right to left, and pulls the goalie out of position, and just a matter of time. Chang's too good a skater not to get good looks, and he puts it home.
Third goal of the season for the sophomore Ray Chang, and now it is 3-1 Spartans. They came into this game 3-6-3, only 9 points in 5th, 3 points ahead of last place Cinco Ranch, although both of those teams each have 3 wins. Seven Lakes 3 more points because they've had 3 ties on the season. At the side of the net, Condra is stopped by Weaver. He gets it back, and it is taken away from him, and now Morrow up the boards, and a big hit on Ozarkoya by the Spartans. There's going to be a penalty called, and it'll be touched up by Chang. It looks like Amex is going to go.
Yeah, roughing on Amex. Big hit. So this is good for Rich Point. They're down 3-1. They really could use a power play here. Try to get back in this game with 2 minutes to go in the period. Try to make this one work.
All 3 penalties called tonight have been roughing.
Yeah.
And it's a Mr. Electric power play for Ridge Point. They're 1 for 1 tonight on a goal at 13:04 of the first by Drew Blake, as that puck ricocheted and got deflected up over the goal and off the high glass. Blake, Morrow shoots. It's blocked. Comes back to Blake, who shoots. And that one kind of off the butt end of his stick. He'll get it back. Left point. 1:50 to go. Here's a one-timer that is softly deflected as it went on its way towards goal. Now a turnover right in front. Boltina on his backhand. Not sure Dorsey even had to get a stick on it. Now you got somebody alone in front. That's Schmoish on the backhand. Sent it wide after he got the feed from the right wing corner. Chang couldn't clear. Nice glove down by Blake. Shot that one in and out of the catching glove, but Dorsey falls on it. Gets a whistle with 1:26 to go in the first period. 1:16 to go on the power play.
Really good 45-second shift there for Ridge Point. Got about 3 shots off. A lot of pressure. You can just see the difference in the power plays. Ridge Point very solid.
Off the tie-up. Gibson below the goal line. Centering pass goes through. Now it is Blake in the circle. Feeds it down low. Backhander, bouncing puck, and it's cleared by the Spartans.
Good clear.
1 minute to go on the power play. 65 seconds remaining in the second period. Morrow, rink wide. Gibson from Blake. Now Boltina into the offensive zone. Wrist shot that is chipped wide by the stick of Chang. Comes over to Blake. Down low, side of the net, stuff in chance by Boltina. Now a centering pass, a backhander just wide. Off the stick of Boltina. 40 seconds to go in the period. 25 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Ozarkoya, top of the left wing circle. Shot is blocked, and it is clear. 15 seconds to go on the power play.
Got time for one more rush on this power play.
Second period winding down. 15 seconds to go. Morrow.
They're not going to get it.
For Blake. And the Spartans kill the penalty. Amex comes out of the box. Boltina stood up. Here's a long off-target shot by the Spartans. By the Panthers, I should say. Puck right top of the crease. Deflects into the circle. And that is it for the second period. We're through 2. It is 3-1 Seven Lakes on the Legacy Sports Network.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
At McCree Ford, we know you have a lot of choices on where to buy your next vehicle. We have spent over 70 years treating our customers like family, and our mission is still the same, to treat you with honesty, integrity, and respect. Come see us. There's no obligation to buy, and we can walk you through our transparent process. There are no surprises at the end. Plus, McCree Ford customers can take advantage of our free Loaners for Owners program. Come see why our customers say, McCree Ford, that's my dealer. Located on I-45 South, exit 19 in Dickinson, or shop McCreeford.com.
We're through 2 periods here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Seven Lakes scored 3 goals in the middle frame and have a 3-1 lead after 2.
And they scored those 3 goals on 4 shots. Very productive. 10 shots in the game for Seven Lakes and 3 goals. Rich Point had 9 shots in that period, 21 overall. So Seven Lakes being outshot 2-1, up on the scoreboard 3-1.
We're underway here in the third as Brett Condra risked a shot in and out of the catching glove of Kai Weaver. A battle in the corner. 2 Spartans, 2 Panthers. Puck is dug free, and the Panthers control. Here's Drew Blake. Got by Vincent Key. Centering pass. Failed him. And Key plays it up the far boards. Turned over, Boltina. Got it back. Wrist shot sailed wide. At the side of the net, Blake trying to stuff in chance. Puck hops over to the side of the net. Played behind there as Blake battling. Well, I believe that's Gabori. And no, that was Amex. Now it's Condra. Condra down in the corner. Skates along the goal line. His centering pass was blocked by Boltina. Another centering pass was stopped at the top of the crease. And the Panthers recoil, try to get something set up here as they trail by 2 early on here in the third. Puck hits one of the decorations, I guess, for some sort of a winter festival or type event.
You can't compete at the Nutcracker, Mike. You just can't. Shoot for the stars. Rich Point trying to go 3-on-5. A couple more guys, and they got him.
Here's Ray Chang. Took a weird deflection off the inboards. Puck is loose in front. Comes to the near boards for Morrow. Backhands it in down deep for a centering pass. Looked like that was from Boltina. And the Spartans couldn't clear the zone as they lead by 2. Now it's Ray Chang. Gibson on the forecheck. Gibson looking for a centering pass to Ozarkoya. And the puck is deflected into the corner. Jackson Gross, or is that Boltina? Side of the net, wrap around and shutting the door, Dorsey.
Dorsey really good when Rich Point's behind the net. That's a very tough play for a goaltender. It's like that blind spot when you're driving. And he stuffed him a number of times.
Face off to the right of Dorsey. Up top, Kupich. Now it's Tapia for the Spartans. Cole Tapia to Gabori, who gains the zone. Turns with it, kept alive by Sinclair. Down the boards, then back up to Schmoish as the Panthers steer in. It's Drew Blake with a shot that is blocked right in front of him. It's tough to block shots in this league. Gabori made it look real easy there. 2.5 gone here in the third period. Ray Chang along the near boards. Left it there. And Schmoish will come back in on the forecheck and send it in deep for Drew Blake to play it. Gabori goes down below the goal line. big hit
Penalty.
as Tapia is going to go.
Roughing or boarding.
Another roughing penalty.
Yeah. Are all penalties roughing tonight, Mike?
So far, all 4 of them.
That's Tapia.
That penalty comes at 3:03. Excuse me, Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ridge Point. I mean, they got to make use of these power plays. They're going to run out of time. Get that goal, get a little bit closer.
They're 1 for 2 on the power play. Shot by Brendan Morrow, ricochet side of the net. Dorsey didn't know where the puck was, and another shot. He makes the save.
You know, Dorsey's faced 23 shots, saved 22 of them. Looking real solid.
Here's Drew Blake. Down at the half boards. Coming in deep, Hayden Haas. Centering pass. They couldn't get a shot off as Gibson's bid was blocked. Now it's Gibson. Boltina. Got by Amex. Centering pass, and that one a little too much on it, and Haas couldn't get a shot off. 40 seconds killed by the Spartans. They have a 2-goal lead. Now it's Nolan Boltina who shoots. That one deflected wide. Gibson tries a centering feed. That is deflected to the near boards, and the Spartans clear it out to center. Jackson Gross. Excuse me, that's Brendan Morrow ahead for Boltina. Now across for Gibson. 52 seconds remaining. Drew Blake backhands it down below the goal line for Gibson. Now Chang with the interception. Will skate it from right to left for Seven Lakes, and he got his pocket picked from behind by Boltina. Now it's Blake who skates in, shoots, saved by Dorsey. Gibson up for Haas. Now Morrow, wrist shot from up top. And in Boltina shooting one at point blank range. Dorsey closes the door. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Boltina. Boltina with a centering pass. One-timer by Blake. He scores!
Just a matter of time. I mean, the power play is too good by Ridge Point. They had about five looks.
Another power play goal with 15 seconds remaining.
You just can't ask your goaltender to save 5 or 6 shots on a power play. And Blake's too good. He was wide open right about 10, 12 feet out, and Ridge Point really needed that goal.
Another power play goal. And Blake scores his second of the game, and it cuts the Spartan lead to 1. Good game here to kick off our coverage of the 2022 season for the ISHL. We'll be back on February 4th with doubleheader coverage as Cinco Ranch will square off against Pearland Friendswood. That's followed by the Spartans against the league's best Strake Jesuit Crusaders. That's in roughly a month on February 4th right here, beginning at 6 on the Legacy Sports Network. Here's Murphy, and he'll shoot. That one blocked and deflected by Morrow. Up for Ozerkoya. It's outletted to Drew Blake. Brody Sinclair cancels him out at the far boards. Kept in by Ridge Point with Ibrahim. Then a turnover. Ozerkoya now a backhander that hits the side of the net from the stick of Jackson Gross. 6 minutes gone by here in the third period, and it's a 3-2 Spartan lead. Here's Drew Blake who skates in, looking to tie it up. Shot the save by Dorsey. And a penalty at the end of the play. And it's going to be a hook. And I think the Panthers are going back on the man advantage.
Hook behind the net. Sometimes on defense, get a little desperate. Well, this is not good for Seven Lakes. That's on Sinclair. Ridge Point, such a good power play last time. They're 2 for 3 on the power play tonight. Try to convert here.
Penalty comes at the 6:10 mark. Drew Blake shoots, and that one hopped up off the initial save by the stick of Dorsey into his glove.
Rich Point is approaching 30 shots for the game.
This power play is brought to you by Mr. Electric. We have the power to make things better. 1:53 to go on the power play. And this is the fourth power play for the Panthers tonight as Drew Blake's slap shot sailed wide. Cleared and into the penalty box by Ryan Amex.
Seven Lakes cannot get sloppy here. Last power play, Cheng tried to clear it on his own. Too slow. Just send it down the ice. Don't try to bring it up. Still got to kill another minute 40. Plenty of time.
Backhander. Gibson at point blank range is stuffed by Dorsey. Puck is hopping and bouncing in the slot. Another backhander by Boltina. That one wide. Schmoich with a backhander and going all sorts of directions and contorting his body. Dorsey and the Spartans end up clearing it down. 40 seconds killed by the Spartans on this Mr. Electric power play. Now Drew Blake with some speed. He'll steer across the red line and then is canceled out at the blue line by Amex, who skates in on the shorthand. And it's now Ibrahim, who had some help with Gibson, along with Gibson, to take it away from Amex. Now it's Boltina. Boltina steers in, shoots, that deflected wide. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Schmoich loses it, cleared by the Spartans.
There you go. Just keep it simple. Get it down the ice. We gotta hold off here for another 30.
Panthers trying to get something started. They trail by 1. Blake hit by Condra. Cleared again by the Spartans in the last 20 seconds of the power play.
The difference between this kill and the last one, night and day.
Now it's Haas. They'll begin a rush up the ice. Drew Blake, stick handling. Blake has Haas cutting to the net, and his pass went in deep. Boltain along the half wing boards. The Spartans kill this one. So the Panthers 2 for 4 on the power play tonight. 6:40 to go in tonight's game. Raja Gopal centering pass, sticked away by Dorsey. Cross ice pass from the circle, a shot by Blake. It's deflected up and over the goal off the glass. Puck goes back to the point for Ibrahim. Sweeps it along. Drew Blake tries to shoot one towards goal. It's blocked out to center ice.
They're taking too long to shoot. Once you get it on your stick, unleash it.
Blake up for Haas off his stick. Here's Boltina with a wrist shot wide. Here's a shot by Haas and a save by Dorsey off that rebound. Now Evan Stewart. Chance with numbers. Here's Condra, who skates in. And Weaver makes a pad save off the shot by the lefty Condra. Out to center ice. Back along the blue line where it is spun in by Stewart. Cleared by the Panthers. That'll be an icing with 5:33 remaining at the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center.
They had to do that, had to make a line change. That was the first offensive pressure by Seven Lakes this period. And 5 minutes to go for Rich Point to tie this one up. Got to get your best lines in there. They got Morrow in there, that's good. Got Gross on defense, and this is the last shot here.
Face off to the left of Weaver. Gibson won it. Puck comes over to the goaltender. He had to sweep it into the corner. Morrow out to center ice. Now Gibson charging ahead. Taken off the play from behind by Key. Got it in deep. Gibson tries a backhand centering pass. And it'll be cleared out to center ice by the Spartans. Kupich outer blue line. Spun back in by Key. He'll angle in. Shooting one, that is sticked away by Weaver. And now it is Gross. Ahead for Azakoya. And they skate in offside with 4:51 to play. Now coming up on February the 4th, the ISHL is back on the Legacy Sports Network with the doubleheader. Up first, the Cinco Ranch Cougars square off against the Pearland Friendswood Flyers. That's followed by the Seven Lakes Spartans meeting the league's best Strake Jesuit Crusaders. It all gets started at 6 p.m. right here on the Legacy Sports Network. Face-off win outside of the Spartan zone as they have a 3-2 lead, looking to win their 4th game of the season. Well, Cisneros fell down as he pivoted on the ice. Blake in deep, working against Tapia. And Sinclair couldn't clear it. Here's a shot that is blocked from the point. And back come the Spartans with Gaburi. Owen Gaburi steers in across the line. A little bit caught up in traffic with his own man, Murphy. And it comes up the far boards as the Panthers look for the game-tying goal. Here's Drew Blake. He's got both of the Panther goals tonight. Key couldn't clear. Boltina with a wrist shot punched away by Dorsey with the blocker.
I don't know how he saw that.
Ladle back to the point. Ibrahim, his shot deflected by Tapia, who went down on the ice. Now it's Boltina with a wrist shot from a tough angle. That is sent wide of the net. Ibrahim goes one towards goal. It is blocked and intercepted in the last 3:30 of the game tonight here in the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. Now Gaburi, a goal scorer back in the second period. Taken off the play by Boltina. They battle along the end boards. And the puck is worked free, but a penalty is called, and it'll be holding. And we'll see. I think it's going to be on Ridge Point.
And pleading his case, indeed, on Ridge Point.
And Boltina, that's a big loss.
Yeah, for sure. One of their better playmakers. Well, they didn't lose too much on the last power play by Seven Lakes, so we'll see how this turns out.
Third penalty taken this season by Nolan Boltina. Mr. Electric power play for Seven Lakes as they have it in the offensive zone, but it is cleared and brought out by Morrow. Leads it ahead for Blake to chip it in deep. 3 minutes to go, 20 seconds killed already by the Panthers. Blake has Gibson in the slot. Blake behind the net. Holding, feeding Gibson at the side of the net. And the puck is loose and controlled by Condra. Puts a shoulder into Morrow, who goes down. But the puck in deep in the Spartan zone with 1:15 remaining on the Spartan power play. Here comes Chang, and he skates in offside.
Good break for Ridge Point. Chang had a 3-on-2. And Seven Lakes really needs a good power play here. Some insurance, up 3-2.
Puck comes out to center for a face-off just outside of the Panther zone. Schmoish works it to the center zone as they battle along the near boards. Condra and Morrow. Morrow goes down. Puck in the Panther zone. Cleared out the center. Here's Schmoish on the shorthand, looking for a game-tying goal. Schmoish with a wrist shot wide. 45 seconds to go on the Spartan power play. Now Amex along the far boards. Morrow able to get it back out to center. And Hayden Haas clears it all the way down. That's going to be icing.
That shouldn't be icing.
That shouldn't be icing. That was the inadvertent whistle. So I'm sure the officiating crew tonight will make good on that. That was not supposed to be whistled down for an icing.
And got to think about, as soon as this power play is over, Ridge Point might pull the goalie. They may pull Weaver on the far side. He's only faced 12 shots.
Here's Gabori. And now the Panthers able to lift it down the ice. 15 seconds to go on the Panther kill. They still looking for a game-tying goal as they trail 3-2 with 90 seconds to go. Here inside the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Nice interception and a steal by Amex, who backhands it down the side of the net and just hopping over the crossbar off Condra. Here's a shot by Gabori. Rebound. Condra with a wrist shot. Save by Weaver. Penalty is killed, and Weaver finds a loose puck and holds it on with 1:09 to play. Now you gotta wonder at what point does Tom Anderson summon his goaltender to the net, to the bench.
As soon as if Rich Point wins this face-off, and they get a breakdown or a break down the ice, he'll be out of there.
69 seconds remaining.
I guarantee you he's setting that up right now. And he'll try to get his best line in there. Boltina's out of the penalty box. Get Morrow and Boltina out there. Turned into a good game, Mike. I didn't believe we'd have a high-scoring game, and we haven't, but the young players looking really good.
Well, teams combined for 11 goals back on October 17, but Rich Point scored 10 of them. They got the game's first goal at 13:04, period number 1 by Drew Blake on the power play. In the second period, Gaburi, Amex, and Chang all scored to give Seven Lakes a 3-1 lead after 2.
Gabori and Amex first goals of the season.
Only marker here in the third period came on the power play as Blake tallied goal number 2 at 4:48. And now 1:09 remaining in the third period. Seven Lakes closing in on victory number 4. Ridge Point looking for their 7th win of the season as the teams play their first games after the holiday break. And they're down players, some of the top scorers in the league not here tonight, specifically on the Ridge Point squad with Kean Stafford, Jed Gould, and Charlie Blake not in attendance tonight. Boltena up the far boards. It got by Chang. Gabori will recover for the Spartans. Last minute of play, and Weaver goes to the bench. For the extra attacker, it'll be 6-on-5 for the remaining. Another wrist shot from a tough angle, and the ricochet goes off into the left wing circle, and a shot that is stopped by Dorsey.
I think Dorsey got that one off the face mask.
28 seconds to go.
This is it.
Condra and Blake for the face-off to the right of Dorsey. 6-on-5. Up top, Morrow. Shot blocked, and it ricochets back into the Panther zone. Gaburi diving for it with his stick. Boltina is able to come away with it, not concede the 4th goal. But 12 seconds remaining as time is running out for the Panthers. Amex pins the puck along the corner boards, and that's going to do it. The Seven Lakes Spartans defeat the Ridge Point Panthers by a final score of 3-2. They get their 4th victory of the season and move into a tie with PFC with 11 points for 4th in the South Division. Coming up next, our post-game coverage on a 3-2 victory for the Seven Lakes Spartans. This is the ISHL on the Legacy Sports Network.
What's in a name? A name can tell you a lot about a company. Take First Community Credit Union, for example. First Community Credit Union is just